In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. Chosen ones, God just sent you a direct message, and it's burning with divine urgency. Don't let it slip through your fingers. This isn't a fleeting thought or a random moment. This is a signal from the Creator, crafted for your soul, meant to shift your life in ways you can't yet see. The heavens are speaking, and your name is on this message. Stay with me, because what's coming will light a fire in your spirit and set your path ablaze with purpose. This message isn't here to stay forever. It's like a shooting star, brilliant, fleeting, and gone if you don't act. God doesn't send these signals for you to ignore. He's calling you to rise, to step into a moment that's been prepared for you since before time began. Think about it. How many times have you felt something stir in your heart? A nudge, a whisper telling you to move, to trust, to act. That's what this is. A divine tap on your shoulder saying, this is your time, don't wait. Right now, pause for a second. Feel the weight of this moment. God's message is alive, pulsing with energy, ready to guide you toward a breakthrough. It's not about what you've lost or where you've stumbled. It's about what's waiting. A door is cracking open, and on the other side is a life marked by clarity, strength, and abundance. But you've got to choose to walk through. Hit that like button to anchor this energy, and comment 777 below to declare you're ready to receive what's yours. Picture a scroll sealed with divine light unrolling before you. Written on it is a promise. You are not forgotten. Every tear you've shed, every prayer you've whispered, every step you've taken in faith, God has seen it all. This message is His response. It's not vague or distant. It's personal, direct, and meant to pull you out of doubt and into destiny. The question is, will you hold on to it? Will you let this truth sink into your bones and move you forward? Sometimes God's messages come in moments of chaos, when life feels like a storm, when bills pile up, when relationships falter. That's when He speaks loudest. Not in the calm, but in the noise. Why? Because that's when you're listening. That's when your heart is open, raw, and ready to hear. Right now you might be standing in a storm, but this message is your anchor. It's God saying, I'm here and I've got you. Don't let this pass. Let's talk about what happens when you grab hold of this message. It's not just a feel-good moment. It's a shift. Your mind clears. Your steps align. Doors you didn't even know existed start to open. Think of Moses at the burning bush. He wasn't looking for a divine encounter. He was tending sheep, minding his business. But when God spoke, everything changed. That's what's happening now. This message is your burning bush, and it's calling you to a purpose bigger than you've imagined. And here's the truth. You're not ordinary. You've always known it deep down. There's a spark in you that refuses to dim, no matter how hard life tries to snuff it out. That spark is why God sent this message to you. It's why you're here listening, feeling this pull. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're a soul marked for greatness. This message is your confirmation. Don't let it fade into the noise of the world. Pause again. Feel the energy of this truth. This isn't just words. It's a divine current flowing through you, waking you up. If this is resonating, if you feel that fire stirring, hit that subscribe button to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this path together. Your presence here is no accident. You're part of a movement, a wave of light breaking through the darkness. Don't just watch, step into it. Now, let's get real about why this message feels urgent. The world is loud. Doubt, fear, destruction. They're all fighting to drown out what God's trying to tell you. But His voice cuts through. It's not a whisper in the wind. It's a roar in your spirit. This message is saying, you're ready. The time is now. You don't need to wait for permission or perfection. You just need to trust. Trust that God's plan is moving and you're part of it. Think about Esther. She wasn't ready to stand before a king and plead for her people. She was scared, unsure, just a young woman in a foreign land. But God's message came to her through Moriah. Who knows but that you have come to your position for such a time as this? That's what's happening now. You're in this moment for a reason. This message is your call to stand, to act, to trust that God's got your back. What's on the other side of this message? Transformation. Not the kind that fades after a week, but the kind that rewrites your story. Your finances, they're shifting. Your health, it's being renewed. Your purpose, it's coming into focus. This isn't about small changes. It's about a life that reflects God's glory. When you hold on to this message, you're not just holding words, you're holding a promise. That everything you've been through is leading to something greater. But here's the catch. You've got to act. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, God's messages don't linger forever. They're like manna in the desert, there for the moment, but gone if you don't gather it. Comment 777 below to claim this moment, to say, I'm not letting this pass. That number carries power, a declaration that you're aligned with God's will. Don't just hear this, own it. Imagine a river flowing strong and steady. That's God's provision for you. It's not a trickle, not a puddle. It's a current that carries you forward. This message is your invitation to step into that river. Let go of the shore, the doubts, the fears. Let the current take you. You don't need to fight it or force it. Just trust it. God's already moving, and this message is your signal to move with Him. Sometimes the hardest part is believing you're worthy of this. You might think, why me? I've messed up, I've fallen short. But God doesn't choose the perfect, He chooses the willing. Look at David, a shepherd boy, flawed and human, yet chosen to lead a nation. Why? Because his heart was open. This message is for you because your heart is open. You don't need to be flawless. You just need to be faithful. And let's be clear, this message isn't about chasing wealth or fame. It's about stepping into the fullness of what God has for you. Wealth might come, yes, doors might open, absolutely, but the real gift is peace. The kind that settles deep in your soul, no matter what's happening around you. This message is God saying, I see you and I'm leading you to a place of rest, purpose, and power. You're standing at a crossroads right now. One path leads back to the familiar doubt, hesitation, the same old cycles. The other path, it's lit by this message, leading to a life you've only dreamed of. Which one will you choose? God's not forcing you, He's inviting you. Take a step, hit that like button to seal this moment, and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine path. Now picture this, a seed buried in the ground. It's dark, it's heavy, it's silent, but beneath the surface something's happening. Roots are forming, life is stirring. That's you right now. This message is the sunlight breaking through, calling that seed to sprout. You've been planted for a purpose, and this is your moment to break through the soil and grow into everything God designed you to be. Don't let the weight of the past hold you back. every struggle, every setback, it's all been preparation. God's message is clear. You're not defined by where you've been, but by where you're going. The pain you've carried, it's fuel. The doubts you've faced, they're stepping stones. This message is your reminder that nothing is wasted in God's plan. Everything is building toward your breakthrough. And here's what's wild. This message isn't just for you. It's for the people you're meant to touch, your family, your friends, the stranger you haven't met yet. When you grab hold of this divine signal, you become a light that others can see. Your breakthrough becomes their hope. Your faith becomes their courage. God's message is bigger than you. It's a spark that sets the world ablaze. Let's pause again. Feel the truth of that. You're not just receiving this message, you're carrying it. You're a messenger now, chosen to reflect God's glory. If that hits your spirit, comment 777 below. Let the heavens know you're ready to carry this light. Let the world see you're not letting this moment disappear. Now, let's talk about what it means to hold on to this message. It's not about sitting back and waiting for miracles. It's about moving in faith. Take that job opportunity. Start that project. Forgive that person. Whatever God's whispering to your heart, do it. This message is your green light, your confirmation that now is the time. Don't overthink it, just step. Think of Noah. God gave him a message to build an ark when there wasn't a cloud in the sky. People laughed, doubted, called him crazy, but he built anyway. And when the rains came, he was ready. This message is your ark. Build it, act on it, trust it. Even if the world doesn't understand, God's got you covered. And here's the beauty. You don't need to know the whole plan. God's message doesn't come with a full map. It comes with the next step. That's enough. Take the step and the path will unfold. Trust that each move you make in faith is backed by divine power. You're not walking alone. God's hand is guiding you. His strength is lifting you. This message is also a shield. The world will try to pull you back. Fear, criticism, distraction. But God's word is stronger. When doubt creeps in, remember this moment. When obstacles rise, hold on to this truth. This message is your armor protecting you as you walk into the unknown. You're not fragile. You're fortified by God's promise. And don't miss this. God's message is personal, but it's also timeless. It's not just for today. It's for every season of your life. This moment is a marker, a point where you can look back and say, that's when I chose to trust. It's a foundation you build on. A truth that will carry you through every storm and every victory. Imagine standing on a mountaintop, looking out at a horizon that stretches forever. That's where this message is taking you. Not to a small, safe life, but to a vast, vibrant one. God's calling you to heights you haven't dreamed of, to a purpose that echoes beyond your years. This message is your first step up that mountain. Don't stop now. If this is stirring something in you, if you feel God's voice speaking through these words, hit that subscribe button. Join thousands of chosen ones who are walking this journey, claiming their divine purpose. You're not alone in this. There's a community of souls standing with you, ready to see God's promises unfold. Now, let's talk about the cost of ignoring this message. It's not about punishment. It's about missed opportunity. Every time you let fear win, every time you push God's nudge aside, you delay your breakthrough. Not because God's holding out, but because you're not stepping in. This message is your chance to say, no more delays, I'm ready. Think of Jonah. God sent him a message to go to Nineveh. He ran the other way, and it cost him a storm, a fish, and a whole lot of trouble. But when he finally obeyed, God used him to save a city. Don't run from this message. Embrace it. The cost of ignoring it is too high, but the reward of embracing it is beyond measure. And here's what's powerful. This message isn't a one-time thing. It's a seed planted in your heart, growing with every act of faith. Each time you trust, each time you move, it grows stronger. You're not just receiving a message, you're becoming one. Your life is starting to speak, to shine, to show the world what happens when God's voice breaks through. Right now, the heavens are watching. Your response to this message matters. Comment 777 below to declare you're not letting this moment slip. That number isn't random, it's a sign of divine alignment, a marker that you're in sync with God's plan. Let your faith be loud, let your heart be bold. This message is also a call to surrender, not to give up, but to let go. Let go of control, of needing to know every detail. God's plan doesn't need your approval. It needs your trust. Surrender to the flow of His will and watch how He turns your chaos into clarity, your lack into abundance, your fear into courage. Picture a potter shaping clay. That's what God's doing with you right now. This message is His hand molding you, refining you. It might feel uncomfortable, even painful, but it's making you into something beautiful. Trust the process. Trust the potter. This message is shaping you for a purpose only you can fulfill. And don't forget, God's message is alive. It's not just words, it's power. It's moving in you, through you, around you. It's stirring things in the spiritual realm, shifting things in the physical world. You might not see it yet, but it's happening. Angels are moving. Doors are opening. This message is rewriting your reality. Let's talk about what this looks like in your daily life. It's not about grand gestures or overnight miracles. It's about small, faithful steps. Saying yes to that opportunity. Speaking that kind word. Trusting God with that worry. This message is your guide, showing you where to step, what to say, how to live. And here's the truth. You're already equipped. God's message isn't asking you to become something you're not. It's calling you to step into who you already are. You've got the strength, the wisdom, the faith. This message is just the spark to ignite what's been in you all along. You're ready. Believe it. Imagine a lighthouse standing firm in a storm. That's you. God's message is the light shining through you, guiding others, even in the darkest nights. You're not just receiving this message, you're becoming a beacon. Your life, your faith, your courage, it's lighting the way for someone else right now. If this is hitting home, if you feel God's presence in these words, hit that like button. Let's amplify this energy together and comment 777 to claim this divine moment. You're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a movement. A wave of chosen ones rising to their purpose. Now, let's talk about the enemy. Not the devil, not some cosmic force, but the doubts in your mind. The voice is saying, you're not enough. This isn't for you. Those are the real thieves trying to steal this message. But God's voice is louder. His truth is stronger. This message is your weapon to silence those lies. Think of Peter walking on water. The moment he focused on the waves, he sank. But when he locked eyes with Jesus, he walked. This message is your Jesus calling you to keep your eyes on Him. Don't look at the waves. Look at the one who calms them. Step out and you'll walk on water. Do. And here's what's incredible. This message is tailored to you. God knows your name, your story, your heart. This isn't a generic word. It's a divine letter addressed to you. Every struggle you've faced, every dream you've held, God's woven them into this moment. This message is yours and it's changing everything. Don't let the world's noise drown this out. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120, 0 cents. I pay men to get blessing, 100 million. The distractions, the busyness, the skepticism, they're all trying to pull you away. But God's message is stronger. It's a lifeline, pulling you toward purpose, toward peace, toward a life that shines with His glory. Hold on tight and don't let go. Picture a puzzle coming together. Each piece of your life, the pain, the victories, the questions, it's all fitting into place. This message is the final piece, the one that makes the picture clear. You're not random, you're not lost, you're part of God's masterpiece. And this message is revealing it. And here's the power of this moment. It's not just about you. When you embrace this message, you're lifting others too. Your faith sparks theirs. Your courage inspires theirs. God's message through you is a ripple, spreading hope, love, and purpose to everyone you touch. Let's make this real. What's one thing God's asking you to do right now? Maybe it's forgiving someone. Maybe it's starting that business. Maybe it's just trusting Him with tomorrow. Whatever it is, this message is your push. Do it, step into it. God's got you, and this is your moment. If you're feeling this, if God's voice is stirring in you, subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. Hit that like button to lock in this truth, and comment 777 to declare you're not letting this message disappear. This is your time, chosen one. Don't let it pass. Now let's talk about the fire this message ignites. It's not just a warm glow. It's a blaze burning away doubt, fear, and hesitation. This fire is refining you, making you stronger, clearer, bolder. You're not the same person you were 10 minutes ago. God's message is already working, reshaping you from the inside out. Think of Elijah calling down fire from heaven. That's what this message is. Divine fire, consuming the lies that held you back and lighting the path ahead. You're not just hearing this, you're being forged by it. Every word is a spark, every truth a flame, and you're becoming unstoppable. And here's what's wild. This message isn't a one-off. It's a wellspring, a source you can return to again and again. Every time you feel lost, every time you need strength, come back to this truth. God's message is alive, always ready to speak, always ready to guide. Don't let this moment slip. The world will try to pull you back into routine, into doubt, into fear. But you're not meant for that. You're meant for glory, for purpose, for a life that reflects God's power. This message is your lifeline. Grab it, hold it, live it. Picture a key in your hand, glowing with divine light. That's this message. It's the key to unlock doors you didn't even know were there. Doors to healing, to abundance, to purpose. But you've got to turn the key. Act on this, trust it. God's waiting for you to open the door. And let's be honest, the enemy doesn't want you to hear this. The distractions, the doubts, they're all trying to bury this message. But God's voice is stronger. It's breaking through, reaching you, calling you. Comment 777 below to say, I hear it and I'm not letting it go. This message is also a mirror. It's showing you who you really are. Not the world's version of you, not the doubted version, but God's version. You're a chosen one, a vessel of His light, a carrier of His purpose. Look in that mirror and see the truth. You're more than enough. Think of Mary called to carry Jesus. She didn't feel ready. She didn't have all the answers, but she said yes. That's all God's asking of you now. Say yes to this message. Say yes to His plan. You don't need to know everything. Just trust Him and move. And here's the promise. This message isn't the end. It's the beginning. It's the start of a new chapter. One where you walk in confidence, in power, in divine alignment. God's not just speaking. He's setting the stage for your breakthrough. This is your moment to shine. If this is resonating, if you feel God's hand in this, hit that like button. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones claiming their destiny, and comment 777 to anchor this truth in your spirit. Don't let this message disappear. Step into it and watch what God does next. Now let's talk about the weight of this moment. It's heavy, not with burden, but with purpose. This message is a mantle, a calling placed on your shoulders. You're not just hearing it, you're being entrusted with it. God saying, I trust you with this, now go. Picture a warrior armed not with swords, but with faith. That's you. This message is your armor, your strength, your guide. The battles you've faced, they've prepared you for this. The victories you've won, they're proof you're ready. Step into this moment with courage. And don't miss this. God's message is urgent because time is short. Not in a fearful way, but in a divine way. The world needs your light now. The people around you need your faith now. This message is your call to rise, to shine, to be the chosen one you were born to be. Let's talk about what happens when you fully embrace this. Your life doesn't just change, it transforms. Your heart finds peace. This message is the key to a life that's not just lived, but lived abundantly. And here's the truth. You're not alone in this. God's message comes with His presence. He's walking with you, guiding you, strengthening you. Every step you take in faith, He's there. This message is your reminder that you're never alone, never forsaken. Imagine a riverbed, dry for years, suddenly filled with rushing water. That's your life right now. This message is the rain, the source, the spark that's filling you up. Let it flow, let it carry you. Let it wash away the past and bring you into God's promise. If this is stirring your soul, if you feel God's voice breaking through, comment 777 below. Let the heavens see your faith. Hit that like button to amplify this moment, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this divine path together. Now let's talk about the ripple effect. When you grab this message, it doesn't stop with you, it spreads. Your faith touches your family, your courage inspires your friends. Your breakthrough becomes a beacon for strangers. God's message is a chain reaction, and you're the spark. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. God's message to him was simple. Trust me, he did. And not only was he saved, but a king and a nation saw God's power. That's what's happening now. Your yes to this message will show the world what God can do. And here's what's powerful. This message is yours to keep. It's not a one-time word, it's a living truth. Carry it in your heart. Let it guide your steps. When doubt creeps in, when fear rises, come back to this. God spoke and you heard. That's enough. Don't let this moment fade. The world will try to pull you back, to dim your light. But God's message is stronger. It's a fire that can't be quenched, a truth that can't be silenced. Hold it tight and let it lead you into everything He's promised. Picture a book, its pages filled with your story. This message is a new chapter, one where you step into your calling, your purpose, your power. The pages before, they're part of the story. But this page, it's where the real adventure begins. Turn it. And here's the beauty. God's message doesn't demand perfection, it demands faith. You don't need to have it all together, you just need to trust Him. This message is your invitation to let go of striving and step into receiving. God's got the rest. If this is hitting your spirit, if you feel God's voice speaking, hit that like button. Comment 777 to claim this divine moment. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones walking in faith, claiming their purpose. This is your time. Don't let it disappear. Now let's talk about the clarity this message brings. It's like a fog lifting, revealing the path ahead. You've been walking through uncertainty, maybe even confusion, but this message is your light, showing you where to go, what to do, who to be. Think of Paul on the road to Damascus. Blinded by light, he heard God's voice. The message changed everything. His name, his purpose, his life. This message is your Damascus moment. It's God calling you by name, redirecting you, setting you free. And here's what's wild. This message isn't just about you moving forward. It's about you becoming the person God always saw in you, becoming the light He placed in you, becoming the purpose He wrote into your soul. This message is your awakening. Don't let the weight of the world steal this. The distractions, the noise, they're nothing compared to God's voice. This message is your anchor, your guide, your truth. Hold it close and let it lead you into a life that shines with His glory. Picture a flame, small but steady, growing stronger with every breath. That's this message in you. It's starting as a spark, but it's growing into a fire. Feed it with faith. Let it burn away doubt. Let it light your path. You're not just carrying a message, you're becoming one. And here's the truth. God's message is unstoppable. No force, no fear, no failure can stand against it. When you embrace this, you're not just walking, you're soaring. This message is your wings lifting you above the storms into God's promise. If this is stirring your heart, if God's voice is breaking through, comment 777 below. Hit that like button to lock in this truth. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith, claiming the divine path. Don't let this message disappear. Step into it now. Now let's talk about the strength this message gives you. It's not just words, it's power. Power to face the impossible. Power to break through barriers. Power to stand when everything's falling apart. This message is God's strength flowing through you, making you unbreakable. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. God's message to them was clear. I'm with you. They walked through fire untouched because they trusted Him. This message is your fireproof promise. No matter what you face, God's got you. And here's what's incredible. This message is rewriting your story. The chapters of pain, of struggle, they're not the end. This message is the plot twist, the moment where everything turns. You're not the victim, you're the victor, chosen by God. Don't let this slip away. The world will try to drown it out, to make you forget. But God's message is stronger. It's a truth that stands forever. Hold it, live it. Let it shape every step you take. This is your moment, chosen one. Don't let it disappear. Picture a compass pointing true north. That's this message. No matter how lost you felt, no matter how far you've wandered, it's pointing you back to God's path. Follow it, trust it. It's leading you to a life of purpose, of power, of peace. And here's the promise. This message is yours forever. It's not a fleeting word, it's an eternal truth. Carry it in your heart. Let it guide your days. When the storms come, when the doubts rise, this message will be your anchor, your light, your strength. If this is hitting your soul, if you feel God's voice speaking, hit that like button. Moment 777 to declare you're claiming this moment. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones, walking in faith, embracing their divine purpose. This is your time. Don't let it fade. Now let's talk about the freedom this message brings. Freedom from fear, freedom from lack, freedom from the chains of your past. This message is God's key. Unlocking the cage you've been in. Step out, breathe deep. You're free to be who He created you to be. Think of Lazarus bound in grave clothes, dead for days. Jesus' message was simple, come out, and He did. This message is your come out moment. Step out of the grave of doubt, of pain, of fear. God's calling you to live, to thrive, to shine. And here's what's powerful. This message is a seed planted deep in your spirit. It's growing, taking root, bearing fruit. Every act of faith, every step of trust, it's watering that seed. Soon you'll see the harvest. Abundance, purpose, joy, it's coming. Don't let the enemy steal this. The doubts, the distractions, they're nothing compared to God's truth. This message is your shield, your sword, your victory. Hold it tight and let it lead you into a life that reflects His glory, His power, His love. Picture a sunrise breaking through the darkest night. That's this message. It's light piercing the shadows, bringing a new day. You're not stuck in the dark anymore. The dawn is here and it's calling you to rise, to shine, to be the chosen one you were born to be. And here's the truth. God's message is unstoppable. No matter what you faced, no matter what's ahead, it's stronger. It's carrying you, lifting you, guiding you. This message is your promise that God's plan is bigger, better, brighter than you can imagine. If this is stirring your spirit, if you feel God's hand in these words, comment 777 below. Hit that like button to amplify this moment. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones, claiming their divine path, walking in faith. Don't let this message disappear. Step into it now. Now let's talk about the courage this message demands. It's not just about hearing, it's about acting. God's calling you to move, to trust, to be bold. This message is your battle cry, your push to step into the unknown, knowing He's with you every step. Think of Joshua, Jericho. God's message was clear. March, shout, trust me. The walls fell because He obeyed. This message is your Jericho moment. The walls in your life, fear, doubt, lack, they coming down. All you need to do is trust and move. And here's what's wild. This message is rewriting your future. The plans you had, the limits you set, they're too small. God's message is opening a bigger vision, a bolder path. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, shining, becoming everything He designed. Don't let this moment pass. The world will try to pull you back, to dim this truth. But God's message is stronger. It's a fire in your bones, a light in your soul. Hold it, live it. Let it lead you into a life that echoes with His glory. Picture a river carving through stone. That's this message in you. Steady, powerful, unstoppable. It's cutting through the hard places, making a way where there was none. Trust it. Follow it. Let it carry you to the life God's promised. And here's the promise. This message is your foundation. Build on it. Let it shape your choices, your actions, your heart. Every step you take in faith is a brick in the life God's building for you. A life of purpose, of power, of divine alignment. If this is hitting your heart, if God's voice is breaking through, hit that like button. Comment 777 to claim this moment. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones, walking in faith, embracing their purpose. This is your time. Don't let it disappear. Now let's talk about the peace this message brings. Not the kind that depends on circumstances, but the kind that holds you steady no matter what. This message is God's promise that you're safe, you're seen, you're His. Rest in that. Think of Jesus sleeping in the boat during the storm. His peace wasn't because the waves stopped. It was because He knew who was in control. This message is your boat. You're calm in the storm. Trust it and you'll find peace that nothing can shake. And here's what's incredible. This message is a gift, not just for you, but for everyone you touch. When you carry this truth, you carry hope. Your life becomes a testimony, a light that shows others what's possible. You're not just blessed, you're a blessing. Don't let the noise of the world drown this out. The doubts, the fears, they're nothing compared to God's voice. This message is your anchor, your guide, your truth. Hold it close and let it lead you into a life that shines with His power. Picture a seed breaking through the soil, reaching for the sun. That's you right now. This message is the light calling you up, calling you out. You're not meant to stay buried. You're meant to grow, to bloom, to bear fruit that lasts. And here's the truth. God's message is eternal. It's not bound by time, by circumstances, by your past. It's a promise that stands forever, guiding you, lifting you, shaping you into the chosen one you were always meant to be. If this is stirring your soul, if you feel God's hand in these words, comment 777 below. Hit that like button to lock in this truth. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine path, walking in faith. Don't let this message disappear. Step into it now. Now let's talk about the power of this moment. It's not just a message. It's a turning point. A moment where you decide who you'll be, where you'll go, what you'll believe. This message is God's hand reaching out saying, choose me, choose life. Think of Abraham called to leave everything familiar. God's message was simple, go. He didn't know the destination, but he trusted. This message is your go moment. Step out, trust Him, the path will unfold and it will be greater than you ever dreamed. And here's what's wild. This message is alive in you. It's not just words. It's a force moving through you, changing you, guiding you. You're not just hearing it, you're becoming it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120, 0 cents. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. A vessel of God's truth, a carrier of His light, a chosen one in every way. Don't let this slip away. The world will try to pull you back to make you forget. But God's message is stronger. It's a fire that burns, a light that shines, a truth that stands. Hold it, live it, let it shape your every step. Picture flame leaping higher with every breath. That's this message in you. It's growing, burning brighter, lighting the way. Feed it with faith. Let it consume doubt. Let it guide you into the life God's promise. A life of purpose, power, and peace. And here's the promise. This message is your inheritance. It's not just for today, it's for every day of your life. Carry it, trust it, let it lead you into everything God has for you. You're not just chosen, you're called, equipped, and unstoppable. If this is hitting your spirit, if God's voice is speaking, hit that like button. Comment 777 to declare you're claiming this moment. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones walking in faith, embracing their divine purpose. This is your time. Don't let it disappear. Now let's talk about the vision this message brings. It's not just clarity, it's revelation. God showing you a glimpse of what's possible, of who you can be, of where you're going. This message is your window into a future that's bigger, bolder, brighter than you've imagined. Think of Joseph dreaming of stars and Sheev bowing to him. That dream was God's message planting a vision in his heart. Despite years of slavery and prison, that vision carried him. This message is your vision, your dream, your promise. Hold it tight and let it lead you. And here's what's powerful. This message isn't just about seeing, it's about becoming. Becoming the person God sees when He looks at you. Becoming the purpose He wrote into your soul. Becoming the light He placed in you to shine in a dark world. Don't let the enemies steal this vision. The doubts, the setbacks, they are nothing compared to God's truth. This message is your shield, your guide, your strength. Hold it close and let it lead you into a life that reflects His glory, His power, His love. Picture a path winding through a forest lit by golden light.